Welcome back to another JK movement class. Today's class we're working on the hips. We're working on a little bit of hip control today. So we're not really looking to sort of open up any new range. We're just sort of figuring out what our hips can do well and what they struggle with a bit. In terms of equipment today, the only thing I've got is your yoga block. I probably won't be needing it, but for yourself, you may like that. It might be helpful in some of the positions we're getting to. We'll pop that to the side and we'll get stuck in. So I'm going to stay in this kneeling position here. If you want to go tall kneeling, if that's no good on your knees, you can go there as well. And we'll start with spine carve today. Let's give yourself a nice big hug. And from there, take a breath in. Begin to create a little bit of tension through your body and then start to round your spine forward. So I'm rounding. When I can't round anymore, I'm going to twist to the left. In the side bend, lift my right elbow up and start extending, lifting from the low back, mid back, upper back as I twist over to the other side. I round forward, get back to center and reverse direction. Twist to the right, left elbow lifts, extend. Round forward and then back to the left. One more to the left. Rounding forward and then one more to the right. All right, very good. We'll go hip cards next. We'll do it from a tabletop position today, so hands and knees. We'll go the left hip first. From there, draw the left knee in towards your chest. Take it wide away from you without moving the other hip around, and then we're going to rotate. Think about lifting the outer shin and ankle up towards the sky as you also kick up at the same time. Stack the knees on top of each other or next to each other. Drive up again. Go wide, squeeze in towards the shoulder and back down. We'll do that one more time towards chest. Wide, rotate that hip and kick up. Stack knees, drive up again, take it wide, pull the armpit, back down and switch sides. Two on the right side as well. Into chest, wide, the rotation, like you're trying to get the inside of the knee to the back of the mat and kicking up. Stack knees, drive up, wide, pull to shoulder, armpit area, back down. One more time, chest, wide, rotate and kick up. Stack knees, drive up, pull wide into that shoulder and back down. Let's go from a 90-90 position today. So I'm gonna go my right shin forward. My left hip, the back hip here is gonna be our focus here. So with the front leg here, it's just whatever's comfortable for you. You can bring it in, you can have it out in front of you, whatever is the most comfortable position for you. Now, when we do these movements here today, getting up really tall here is gonna make it very challenging. The more you shift off to the side, it's gonna make it easier for you. So find a position that works well for your body. What I don't want you to do though is when you're lifting that back hip up, which we'll do in a moment, when you're moving the back hip around, I'm trying not to move the rest of my body around here as well. So I'm trying to stay a statue through the rest of the body, and we're just gonna be moving this left hip here. All right. Let's get into it. So we'll go just with straight abduction first, a little bit of knee extension. So from here, pick that back hip up as high as you can. Don't let the knee drift forward. And then start to straighten your knee out to the side. Keep lifting the hip up and bend the knee. Keep that hip lifted. Straighten the knee out and bend. 3 more times. Straighten and bend. Keep lifting hip up, straighten and bend. 1 more time, straighten and bend. Nice. From there, allow that hip to come down towards the ground. Keep the front shin planted. Just rotate that back hip to the back of the room and back down. Rotate, back down. 1 more time, rotate. This time stay there. Keep trying to rotate more and lift your heel off the ground, so the foot off the ground, and start to straighten your knee out behind you. Bend the knee, land the foot, land the knee. Rotate the hips, squeeze, lift the foot, straighten, and bend foot, and the knee comes down. Rotate, don't let the knee come back in. Lift up, straighten, bend, foot, and knee. Nice, all right. From there, I'll give you a quick little rest, and we'll do a couple more from this position. So the next one, work a little bit more rotation of the hip. Let's go a bit of abduction, some internal rotation there as well. Alrighty, let's go. Let's lift the back hip up. From there, pull knee in towards your shoulder. Squeeze in, squeeze in. On the way back, thinking about lifting that outer ankle and shin up towards the sky. Try to get your knee contact first. and then the ankle. Lift up, pull knee to shoulder, squeeze, and rotate on the way back. Knee and ankle, 2 more times. Lift up, pull to shoulder, rotate on the way back, lift, 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 lift that ankle up and land. 1 more, lift up, squeeze into shoulder, rotate on the way back, lift, 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 and land. Nice. A few little rotations from here, squeeze, back of the room, and back down. Rotate, back down. This time when you rotate, you can't go any further. Allow the other hip to come with you. You'll end up 90-90 on the other side. We'll do those 3 exactly the same. So again, find that position with your leaning off to the side, whether you're up taller. Again, find that challenging position for your particular body. All right, let's go. Lift that hip up, straighten the knee out to the side, bend the knee, and now try not to touch the ground if you can. Straighten and bend. Try not to let that knee drift forward. Straighten and bend. 2 more times. Straighten and bend. 1 more. Straighten and bend and land. All right, let's rotate back of the room. Little squeeze at the end and draw it back down. Rotate back down. 1 more time. Now stay out there. Keep trying to rotate. Lift that foot straight to the knee on that angle back behind you. Bend the knee, land the foot, and land the knee. 2 more times. Rotate, keep rotating. Lift the foot, straighten, bend, foot, and knee. 1 more time. Rotate, lift, straighten, bend, land the foot, and land the knee. All right. So we'll do the one with a little bit of the internal rotation now as well. We'll look for 5 reps here as well. All right. Let's go. Lift that hip up, knee squeeze into shoulder, and we rotate on the way back. Lift, 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 lift. Knee and ankle. Lift up, pull to shoulder, and rotate on the way back. Let's go. Keep it going. Squeeze in and rotate. Knee and ankle. 2 more times. Lift up, pull in, lift that ankle up, knee lands, and ankle. Last rep, let's make it a good one. Lift up, squeeze in, rotate back down, knee and ankle. All right. Let's rotate that back hip, give it that little squeeze, and back down. Rotate, back down. 1 more time. This time, allow yourself to come to a bear sit position here. So I'm seated flat down on my bum here. I'm going to have the feet a little bit wider apart, and I'm on the pinky edge of the feet with the toes facing away from each other here. So I'm going to work a little bit more internal rotation for the hip. So what I'm going to do, very important with this one, is keeping your bum flat down on the surface you're sitting on here. This is where the block might come in handy if this position is not comfortable. Sitting yourself up on 1 or 2 blocks can give yourself a little bit more space in the hip, and that might be better, depending on your hips, of course. All right, so let's work on the left hip first. So what we're going to do with the left hip, we're going to rotate in. So you can see my left hip here. I'm just rotating that in, just to my end range position. And I'm just going to pause right there. All right, for me, that's right about there. I'm making sure I'm staying flat down on the ground here. I'm not doing anything like this. Like, it's not about getting your knee to the ground. It's just about getting your end range position of the hip. All right, once I've found that end range position, I'm going to bring my left hand to the outside of the knee. I'm just going to guide it down just a little bit more here. Now, if this causes you any issues, if you feel any sharp sort of stuff on your knees, just back off immediately. There's different things you can do in terms of where you place your foot. You can take your foot further in, out, wider, the left foot, of course, to find a better position for you. Another thing you can do, which sometimes helps, is having something for the knee to press into. So if you have a block or something like that, just something there gives the body a sense of safety. All right, So we're in this position. I'm just going to do something called passive range holds here. So I'm holding myself in my in range. I'm going to squeeze everything on my hip that's trying to rotate my hip in, and I'm going to release the hand, and we'll hold for 5 seconds. All right, we're going to do 10 reps on each side. So I rotated my left hip in, it's getting towards its end range. I bring my left hand to the outside of the knee, and just gently guide it down to its end range position there. From there, I contract the hip, try and hold in that position, and release the hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand back on. Again, just gently guide down, squeeze, and release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back on, guide down, squeeze, contract, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back on, squeeze, and release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back on, contract, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back on, contract the hip, release. 5, 4, strong contraction, 2, 1. Nice, back on, 3 more times. Squeeze, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, 2 more. Contract, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Squeeze, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Giving that bum flat down. Rotate that left hip out. Give it a little squeeze. And rotate in. Let's get you around again. Squeeze at the end. Rotate out. And rotate in. Let's go 1 more time. And back in. Nice. Let that left hip rotate out. And now we'll move to the right hip. So again, bum flat down on the mat here. We rotate that right hip in. And for me, I know with this right hip here, I actually like my right foot a little bit wider out. So play with that position yourself as well. Find that comfortable position. It's not always going to be the same from side to side. Right hand plants on the outside of the knee. And again, it's very gently just guiding it down. Don't jam it down there, just nice and gentle. Get down to the end of your passive range. All right, we'll do the same thing. 10 reps for those 5-second holds. Contract here, the hip that's trying to internally rotate. Squeeze, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back on, squeeze, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back on, contract, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back on, squeeze, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back on, again, good contraction, and then release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back on, contract. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go 3 more times. Squeeze, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Contract, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last rep. Let's go. Squeeze, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Allow that hip to nice and gently rotate out. Probably feeling some stuff in there. And rotate in. Rotate out. And in. One more time. And rotate in. All right, nice. We'll finish with some hip cards. We'll do them side lying, so a nice snappy class for you today. We'll come to lie down on our right side here. So right side, I'm lying down here. I've got my bottom arm in a fist, top arm can grab on. That's just for a little bit of push-pull, just a little bit of upper body tension here. From there, bring the left knee into chest. These are nice and gentle, go wide. Rotate that hip like you're trying to get the sole of the foot up towards the sky as you begin to kick back at the same time. Stack knees, drive back, go wide, and then pull into shoulder, just like we did earlier. And back down. Let's go one more. Chest, take it wide, rotate and kick back. Stack those knees, drive back again, go wide, then pull into that shoulder. And back down. Let's switch sides. All right, it's the same thing on this side, 2 reps. Let's go, right knee into chest, take it wide. The rotation, like you're trying to get the sole of the foot up to the ceiling and drive back. Stacking, drive back again, go wide, pull knee to shoulder, and back down. One more time, I'll let you explore this one on your own. All right, all done. That's our class for today, everyone. Nice, quick, about 15 minutes or so. Some good work in there for the hips. So yeah, some good work. This is definitely challenge your hips. It's not necessarily going to open up any new range, but it's a good little way to see like where do you struggle? Do you struggle with the internal rotation, the external rotation? Yeah, good little measurement there for you. So if you enjoyed the class, please let me know how you went. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Peace.